In an attempt to force an urgent return to remote learning in schools, the Guyana Teachers Union on Saturday notified thousands of educators across the country to stay home from classrooms and avoid virtual learning platforms on Monday, which was designated Isolation Day. The GTU says the current explosion in COVID-19 cases locally has presented significant challenges in the effective execution of face-to-face learning. As such, the union has written the Education Ministry urging them to defer in-person engagements in schools for 14 days, during which teachers will teach virtually. Hours after the notification was sent, Labour Minister Joseph Hamilton, during a televised address on the National Communications Network (NCN), accused the Guyana Teachers Union of not following the procedure prescribed by law for the initiation of a strike action.
It is common labor practice that a period of notice be given to the employer before any industrial action is taken, may be considered as an unauthorized absence from work. Abandonment of their students, the Ministry of Education will be under no lawful obligation to pay persons who are absent and abandon their post.
President of the Guyana Teachers Union, Mark Light, during a telephone conversation with Nightly News, said it has become a norm for the Education Ministry to threaten salary cuts when the union takes a certain position on issues affecting teachers.
That if teachers are affected in any way, the union is ready to provide that support for the affected employees.
Pertaining to the Isolation Day, which the minister has deemed a strike action, Light explained that teachers have a variety of concessions which can be accessed to cover their absence.
Concessionally, teachers are entitled annually to what's something that we call urgent private affairs leave, which would be 14 sessions or 7 days. They're also entitled to 7 sessions of MSL. They also have medical, 28 days medical, to which they can access. So I don't know how you will consider the absence of a teacher or the absence of teachers as unauthorized when they have these concessions to which they can access.
He opined that it will be wise for the ministry to close schools for 14 days to reassess its plans for the resumption of face-to-face learning. The union is likely to take further actions if the ministry fails to heed its advice. Acknowledging that COVID-19 may likely become endemic, Light pointed out that the union's position is not for schools to remain closed indefinitely, but for the right systems to be put in place in keeping with the COVID-19 precautionary measures.
What we have in the school presently is returning to a pre-COVID school arrangement. 20-something children or 30-something children in a classroom, 2 students seated on a bench. That is what existed prior to COVID. Are we saying there is no COVID? So we are saying to the ministry, bring out those critical grades for face-to-face as is necessary, ensure that the schools are safe for our learners and teachers, also support a rotation plan.
The union has recorded that in excess of 116 teachers have tested positive for COVID-19, as well as more than 50 students. Temika Rodney reporting for the HGP Nightly News.